Alright, so this is another Legend Fes Breakdown video, this time on the Dust development team. Now, to be honest, this is the least attentive event I'll have to participate, so in participation for the first anniversary campaign in Japan. So here's here's Fire Attacker Escha and the Fire Defender Marion. So I'll have to skip on the B-roll for now. So I picked on Marion because I guess her defender would be a bit easier to take on, I guess. Now, I didn't go for Fire Attacker Escha for a reason because of the later updates in the Japanese version because, well, in the recent few nowadays, I got somehow lucky getting a Fire Attacker, Resna, and Firebreaker Valeria, so those will be available if we were to get this in the global version. So, this is Tim Boy, time for another Legend Fes Breakdown. This is a bit of a... is going to be unscripted this time because I gotta be honest, Marion and Escha Banner is gonna be my least attentive banner that I'll have to explain a little bit. I forgot to click the I forgot right click goes back to the main menu. So, skill 1 for Marion, so Bullet of Ink. Do note this is Bullet of Ink. So, Rotten Magnum is single target, 56% damage, 6% stun, 75 ticks of weight. She will boost her own defense stats by 15% for one attack. So this is a bit faster since most defenders usually attack at 100 ticks of weight. For this defender, well, this Marion variant at least, she'll go slightly faster by 75 over the normal 100. Swing Bullet will attack one enemy for 227 damage, 31% stun with 175 ticks of weight. She will restore item gauge by 10% and reduce her own damage received by 20% for 2 attacks. That is after she uses her skill 2. Now do note, I think this could be useful if you're going to stack up skill 1 and skill 2, but to be honest, I guess you could get her if you want to restore item. Well, especially if there's going to be an upcoming item war in one of the upcoming events in Resleriana Japanese version. So, first skill is Perimeter Assault. Do note the stats are at its highest. 300% damage with 37% break damage or 200 ticks of weight. Now, unlike skill 1 and skill 2, this one remains the same, which all characters usually have 200 ticks of weight. So this is only an exception. However, if you were to use her inside of a first panel, now, she will cleanse all negative effects, so whether it be debuff, but not status effects. After attacking, she will restore item gauge by 30% and reduce her own damage but received by 30% for 2 attacks. So, 3 times effective when using for restoring item gauge and reduce her own damage received by 30 for 2 attacks. That is 50% better than her skill 2. Do note, however, that the damage and break damage that you'll have to expect are at level 5, so make sure you have her around 3.5 to 5 stars if you want to maximize your stat. Her abilities this time are, well, it makes enemies target her more often, and when hit by an attack, restore item gauge by 5%. So not only you'll be using skill 1 and burst skill, but also you can use the prepare for retaliation ability. This makes Marion one of the easiest characters if you want to use her in an upcoming item war event. I'd say this is gonna take a long time before you might see her useful in fast item regenerating scenarios. But if you're going to need her, if you want to use her items quickly, say like if you want to go a bit faster, like 5 turns or so, I guess Marion could be useful since enemies will just keep attacking her and then she'll restore item gauge faster. Now, this one also, if you're to use a battle item, as long as you can use one of the 3 items you can use at once, she will restore her own HP by 50%. Gift colors this time are red to blue with Magic Curse, Destructive Power Boost for battle items, and Magic Resistance up if her HP is at full. So, if anyone's using this trait, make sure the HP is full, so defenders you might need it, but even though it doesn't have to be like this necessary trait. Oh, I forgot to check out the stat. It's basically stat defense, basically defense stat at its highest, although 256, which is above average for a defender, and 718 magical attacks since she is focusing on fire. She has slow and steady, which diligent characters get more defense stats by 25%. She is part of Pulsate, the main town of Atelier, Escha and Logy. Seasonal, if you, well, considering Escha and Logy are part of the summer vacation, I'm not surprised. And last but not least, diligent, because why not? So anyway, that's all for Marion. A bit faster, well, 5 minutes or less, but anyway. So Escha is the challenging worker. This is, I think that would have been her third variant. Marion's second variant, but it's first star for third 3-star. Anyway, challenging worker. Marion has 970 magical attack, 747 physical defense, because I think the event boss she'll be slightly more resistant against physical attackers than magical attackers, I guess. So Ether Bomb is 85% damage, 7% break damage with 100 ticks of weight. This is a critical rate booster. Say like you might not need SN30 Pro if you're planning to use her on manual team. Now note that it only attacks one enemy, so it's quick if you have Escha as one of the first in turn, but I guess she will just go likely either third or fourth. So anyway, she will boost critical attack. It will be guaranteed by the time she uses her 5th skill 1 and above. Combat Etiquette. This is 293% damage with 35% break damage with 200 ticks of weight. This will boost the critical damage by 50%. This is always guaranteed. In case if Escha were to use this one a few more times, then this will come into play. So yeah, slightly higher, it will amplify the skill damage with critical damage by 50% or above. Now, if an enemy gets attacked by Escha and then it gets defeated, she will convert her own next panel into a boost panel, so it can also create a burst panel if it's empty. I'd say this also overrides the buff panels, so yeah, I think this could be useful if Escha were to defeat an enemy, and then her next turn will be guaranteed burst panel, which I will have to say for this first panel, Promise Seed. Now this attacks all targets, 300% damage with 37% break damage with 200 ticks of weight. This boosts critical damage by 100%, so it's double the critical damage that you'll use, on top of amplifying the skill damage. Do note that these stats are for 5-star Escha. Make sure to level her up with Wish Pieces. Now after attacking, if her next battle as long as her next panel is not a boost panel, she will convert it into a boost plus panel. So excluding burst panels, this will override the buff panels, and it can be created if the boost plus panel is empty. So I guess the strengthening plus panel is now boost panel in the global version. She has counter lockdown, meaning she will be immune against counterattack. So enemies that have counter status effect on them, if Escha were to attack that enemy with counterattack, she will receive no damage on it, whether it be invalid or 0. Panel up +3, boost effects received for positive panels by 30%. This will give you 30. This will boost a third of her boost received from either skill damage boost, which is 40%, or the break or defense panel. Critical, I guess that don't work considering the critical panel will be guaranteed anyway. So yeah, Escha, if you want her for critical rate, and then you can amplify her damage by bringing up this one, 50 or 100. I'd say she is slightly slower because we already have Swartz Rose Valeria, who's guaranteed critical attack on skill 2, skill 1, and burst. But Escha, on the other hand, if you don't need SN30 Pro, this one being a fire attacker, I guess that could work, but everything will change once I already mentioned Resna and Valeria will appear during the first anniversary campaign. So gifts this time are purple to yellow. I'm not sure if this will be useful. Fire Curse, attack, enhanced last attack. Hey, isn't this from Swartz Rose Soul? And finally, all target attack power up. Boost skill power on attacks that hit all enemies. I say this will be useful if you have Christmas Resna, Will Bell, you know, the group attackers who will swipe out enemies anyway. Now her leader skill is ready to help, boost Pulsate character skill damage and break damage by 50%. She is part of Pulsate, main town for Escha and Logy, family and friends, that's a lot, sweets, I mean who likes some sweets, and last but not least seasonal. So yeah, theming relevance to her and Marion, alongside with the other seasonal characters. Good thing we finally got Halloween. Finally got Halloween, Flacta. Now for the featured Memoria, this time is the core companionship. And yes, Escha's doing it for Logy! 31.25% magical attack, defense stats at 13.75 and 18.75 for HP. Fire characters will boost critical damage by up to 85%. Then make sure, do note this is rank 5, you'll be getting it at level 1. Now, I think this will be useful on any fire character. I'd say any fire character, but if you have Escha, and you might be able to boost her critical rate, whether it be from a support character or from herself, then I think she might be able to take advantage of this Memoria. Just make sure to keep her critical hitting. So, yeah. I got no worse. Let's go for the trial battle. Oh, hello. You brought in Logy. Nice. Okay, so I guess I'll have to take out this one. Break this wooden golem out for just bolting. Fractal wood bolting. Now here comes the counter status, but fortunately Escha is already using her paddle, burst paddle thanks to this trial battle. That's ooh la la! Here comes the wing, and it's Summon of Promise Rose, and the staff did light up into Oimo. I guess she got lucky. She got critical hit instead of relying on someone else then. Or maybe it was due to Logy's skill too then. Interesting. You know what? Let's finish the battle anyway. Nice try. Alright, Escha's your time to shine. Hmm? I didn't even see it! Logy, finish the battle. Oh no, that's not gonna finish the battle, are you serious? Well, that's an extra 30 seconds wasted. Okay. Gotta slow it down. Sorry, I won't be showing the skill 1 anyway, but you know how to expect about how skill 1 animation works. What? Was she charging in front of the monster, or is the monster charging her? Okay, this is a bit confusing for her skill 2 animation. And, yeah, here's her victory pose anyway. Hello, Schwarzer, Soul, and Ryza. For the big, yeah, I think I already explained that. Alright. Well, that's likely work. I can see that the item gauge generates a little bit. Alright, here comes Perimeter of Soul. There she goes, orbiting around. Throws drone with explosives and an extra gun. She reloaded and fire it up with smoke screen. She literally, like, overkilled this monster. And then at this point, I think the glass breaks. Then her finishing move has to be who's next. Alright, fine. You convinced me. You convinced me. I already picked you anyway from for the feature pickup banner, even though I'm not planning to. Oh yeah. Here. Oh, that's for Ryza. Since she is the... Oh yeah, 2 attackers. Never mind. Restore HP, please. Restore item gauge. I forgot. Tightrope magic trick and then shoot backwards then for boost damage. Alright, finish the battle. There. Ah, beautiful. Now, I got a bit confused. Maybe her outfit kind of changed a bit without her coat from the original, from her original 1-star variant. But nonetheless, I'll just pick her instead. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Discord server, Blue Sky. Link in the video description below. And let's see if I will not use my paid lodestar gems. Joking. Alright, if I get Marion, that's fine. Never mind. I do not want to get claimed, so I might as well skip a little bit. Ah, really? Escha?